winter, what you want to see in Hokkaido is drift ice, right? But when? Where you can see the best drift ice?
Taking the icebreaker cruise Aurora from Abashiri is already the classic experience, and you can find plenty of videos on YouTube, so this time I'll skip the cruise. In this video, I'll show you the drift ice spots I personally visited and truly recommend.
On this channel, I share travel tips from Eastern Hokkaido. If you are planning to Hokkaido in winter, I hope this video helps you a lot.
First is Kitahama Station. It's located on the Sanmo line between Kushiro and Abashiri, and it's known as the closest train station to the Sea of Okhotsk in all of Japan. Right next to the platform, there's a small viewing tower. What makes this spot so special is the view of a train passing right in front of the drift ice. Many visitors wait for the train to arrive just to capture that perfect shot. There's only about one train every hour, so check the timetable in advance if you want to photograph that moment. Next is Furetoi Observatory. It's about 10 minutes east from Kitahama Station toward Sherry. The observatory sits on a small hill, so you'll need to walk up a short staircase, but once you reach the top, you'll be rewarded with an incredible panoramic view of the Sea of Okhotsk completely covered in drift ice. Be careful though, the steps leading up can be slippery when covered in snow, so wearing snow boots is definitely a good idea. Ikushina Primeval Flower Garden is the next stop on the route. It's about a 25-minute drive east from Furetoi Observatory. In summer, this area is known for its colorful wildflowers such as beach roses and Ezo orange lily. But in winter, it transforms into a spectacular spot where the drift ice comes right up to your feet. The view of the ice spreading before you is truly breathtaking. On the way to Ikushina Primeval Flower Garden, there's a small retro-looking station called Yanbetsu Station. Inside the station building, there's a tiny local restaurant where you can warm up with a bowl of hot ramen. It's the kind of cozy stop that feels perfect on a winter day, a quiet little place to take a break and warm your body before heading back toward the drift ice. Next is Oshinkoshin Falls, located about a 35-minute drive east from Ikushina Primeval Flower Garden. In summer, the waterfall splits into two powerful streams, creating a dynamic view. But in winter, it often freezes completely, turning into an impressive wall of ice. And don't leave after just seeing the waterfall. Cross the road in front of the parking area, and you'll find an incredible view of the Sea of Okhotsk covered in drift ice right before you. There's a small bus stop right here, and you can actually get a really nice shot with the drift ice behind it. On the way to Utoro, the drive to Oshinkoshin Falls is truly breathtaking. As you follow the coastline toward Utoro, you'll see the Sea of Okhotsk spreading out on your left, completely covered in drift ice during the peak of winter. Once you reach Utoro, it's worth stopping by the local Michi no Eki, that's a Japanese roadside station, where travelers can rest, eat, and pick up local products. Inside, you'll find souvenirs made in shirtoko, and even seafood bowls prepared with ingredients caught right here in the area. It's a great place to take a break before continuing your trip around the peninsula. Next up is Puyuni Cape, about 15 minutes further east from Oshinkoshin Falls. From here, you get a beautiful view of Utoro and the drift ice, spreading all the way across the Sea of Okhotsk. Puyuni Cape is also known as one of the best spots for sunsets. Around that time of day, you can see a really magical view. If you want to photograph the sunset and drift ice together, check the sunset time in advance and plan your visit accordingly. The last spot on this route is Furepe Falls. From Puyuni Cape, it's just a short drive to the Shiratoko Nature Center, which is the starting point for the walking trail to the falls. From the Nature Center, it's about a 20-minute walk along a well-maintained trail. That takes you through quiet forest and open fields toward the coast. You can rent snowshoes at the Nature Center if you like, but if the snow isn't too deep, snow boots are perfectly fine. At the end of the trail, you'll reach a dramatic cliff, overlooking the Sea of Okhotsk covered in drift ice. And as the name suggests, you can also see the Furepe Falls itself. In summer, it's a gentle stream flowing down the cliff, but in winter, it freezes into a beautiful frozen waterfall. So far, we've been exploring drift ice spots along the Sea of Okhotsk from Kitahama Station to Utoro in Shiratoko. But the drift ice doesn't just stay around Utoro. When the winds are right, it keeps drifting south, all the way to Rausu and the Notsuke Peninsula, and sometimes even as far as Nemuro. In Rausu, you can take a winter cruise to see stellar sea eagles flying over the drift ice. It's one of the most amazing wildlife experiences in Hokkaido. And over at Notsuke Peninsula, the Notsuke Bay freezes completely in winter, turning the road into a narrow strip with frozen sea on both sides, a view you can only see here. And even if you can't make it in February, don't give up. Some years you can still see the drift ice all the way into early March. So you still have a good chance to catch it further south. In 2025, for example, it arrived later than usual, reaching Notsuke Peninsula on March 6th and Nemuro on March 16th. So that's the route from Kitahama Station to Utoro following the coast of the Sea of Okhotsk. If you're not staying overnight in Utoro, remember you'll need to drive back the same way, so plan with some extra time. And one more thing, drift ice isn't always there. Depending on the wind and temperature, it can disappear overnight. Before you go, check the latest ice conditions on the Ice Information Center website.
That's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you find this video was helpful, please subscribe and drop a comment. See you in the next video. Bye bye.